What's cracking, guys? Omar Yusuf here, back with another video. Here today to talk about big back solutions, okay? What I'm doing when it comes to hypertrophy. I posted the high bar squat video. I've been posting a lot of strength progress, and that is happening. But one of my goals, so right now, primary goal is to get stronger. Secondary is to build muscle. When I achieve those strength goals, I'm gonna shift over more towards hypertrophy, and then eventually, once again, it'll be fat loss. So what am I doing when it comes to back training? It's a mixture, and that's what I wanna emphasize. I did 2 years ago, now 2.5 years ago, over 10,000 pull-ups, and I had tremendous success when it came to back growth because I found a movement that worked for me, and I did a lot of volume on that. Pretty simple, right? But there reaches a certain point where you want to emphasize different areas, and if we talk about aesthetics, proportion, symmetry is a very important factor. And right now, I posted that photo on the Instagram of me kind of hunched over Bane style, and a lot of people said, yo, you got a better back than Bane. It's a big slab of meat because I've been doing big compound movements. And what you're gonna notice today, I did a horizontal row that actually was unilateral. So I was rowing it at the same time, but it works one lat or one large lat at a time. I decided to do it at the same time. And then I also did a straight arm pull down, which is more of an isolation movement. And by isolation, I mean that a pull up is slightly more compound in nature, or a row. And over time, you have to choose what movements will work best for you. And I think that's where specificity is important if you want to get stronger, as well as approaching volume, trying to do a higher volume approach where you find a movement that works really great. But if you want to bring up lagging areas, you need to start specializing. So you need to find what works for you. And so my back training is a combination of trying to do a lot of volume on the pull-ups, get stronger on the pull-ups, and then finding secondary, tertiary movements that I really respond well to. So the straight arm pull down, which Eric Helms introduced to me, I really like. The other one that I'm a big fan of right now, which you didn't see because it's on my second day, is a one arm pull down. So where you do a one arm horizontal row and you get a little bit of lateral flexion just to really try and emphasize that lat, the lower lat, I think is a tremendous exercise. So once again, for beginners, intermediates, that's why you'll see most beginner programs are just compound based. And that's why some people might be confused. They're like, yo man, I see so many contradicting pieces of advice out there. Context is key and who it's for. How I train might be a little different than you. I think there's a difference between a beginner, an intermediate, and what I call myself a late intermediate, early advanced. So I think a distinction needs to be made there. But if I could give some big back tips, find that movement that you respond well to. I said the same thing when it comes to chest development, you know. I like the bench press. I've always responded well to the bench press where I do get good chest growth. If that ain't for you, switch to the low incline bench press. There's no reason why you need to do that. I personally responded well to the pull-up, but you might respond better to bent over rows or even a machine, right? You might respond better to a seated row. Find that movement that you respond well to where you feel the muscles that you're meant to feel and then overload it, do a lot of volume with it. So it's a combination of that and then doing more isolation or more targeted movements, because if you read Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, muscles need to be stimulated from multiple angles and ranges of motion. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And then once again, I am training arms. So I did 3 different bicep movements, starting heavier and then going lighter, really trying to feel that peak contraction. And I will be bringing up the arms over time. Anyways, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. This is my approach right now, a current training update. You guys have seemed to really enjoy the training videos. How I'm personally training my back for primary goal, hypertrophy when it comes to back training. Secondary goal would be strength. And then the rest of my training is more surrounded around getting stronger. I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, if you learned something today, make sure to like the damn video, and I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.